G'day guys, Steve Morgan here from Fishing Monthly Magazine's down in Victoria. We're at the Paddo River boat ramp on Port Phillip Bay. Cracking afternoon, and I've got the owner here of Bar Crusher Boats, Peter Cleland. You've been building these boats for near 20 years now. You must have plenty of happy customers on the water.
We have. We've got thousands of them, and we want more happy customers.
I think this boat here that we're going to test this afternoon, this is a bit of a step out of your normal comfort zone. A bowrider style boat. What have we got to test?
Yep. Today we've got the 615 BR, and this came about, I guess we stand at boat shows and listen to people talk about, what they'd like in a boat, and I guess this came out of that. A design team, we put our heads together, and we saw an opportunity to build something with a lounge in the front that, was not only a great fishing weapon, which we're known for, but also, gave perhaps mum and the kids a bit of fun on Sunday with some tow sports. So that's sort of what brought it about.
So the configuration, it's a popular, the bowrider, it's a genre of boats, I suppose. It's a standard configuration, but this is built on your famous Bar Crusher hull. Yep. Let's go back to Bar Crusher basics, and I want to know what this Gen 2 means. Every Bar Crusher I see has got this Gen 2 hull design sticker. Yep. Explain that Gen 2 hull to me.
What Gen 2 is that originally we built a design that had a pretty standard sort of V hull, and we started tinkering and innovating and playing around with different hull design, and we came up with what we call a delta flare, which is like a planing plank they might have used on glass boats years ago. And it basically is a sort of a broken planing plank under the hull that gets the boat out of the hull quicker, so we get better hull shot. With that we widen the chine, so we turn spray down better, so it's generally just given us a better performing hull.
One of the things that Bar Crusher is also famous for is that ballast hull design. Yep. Allows you to get that deep V in the hull. Explain the theory.
Well, it's a passive system where when you stop, there's a hole under the pod at the back of the boat, water gurgles in and it reduces the buoyancy of the boat and drops it down so the chines are in the water, gives it greater stability at rest, because everybody when they're fishing wants a good stable fishing platform. And then when you put the throttle down, the nose lifts, the boat moves forward and the water dumps very quickly. So it's a simple system that I think ticks the boxes in terms of stability at rest, allows us to build a bit more V into the hull, so we've got a deeper V for a nice soft ride through a wind chop, so it does both.
And that's the big compromise of boating, isn't it? V versus beam. Yep. And for that, you've actually been able to reduce that beam and reduce that footprint hitting the wave and make a softer ride, haven't you?
Yeah. It's about finding just that nice compromise where you've got a great platform to fish out of, but you're also not pounding people through the floor in wind chop. A lot of our customers want to go out in rougher conditions or come home in them. So we need to give them a boat that's going to not only be durable, but give them a comfortable ride.
Explain your partnership with the Easytow trailers to me, another Melbourne-built, Australian-built trailer. Yep. It seems to be a good match.
Yeah, look, we put our heads together with Easytow many years ago and came up with a range of trailers. We really wanted the customer experience to be very easy launch and retrieve. So we came up with a range of trailers where it's very easy drive on, drive off. You really can't miss. And that with the bar catch just makes it a no-brainer. So, we're always trying to think, how do we make it easier, low stress, just a better experience for customers, and that's how that came about.
Well, it's a real glamour day today here on Port Phillip Bay. We're going to put this thing in the water. It's got the 150 horsepower Suzuki on the back, and we're going to come back to you with some performance statistics. there you go, a cracking day on Port Phillip Bay to test what's new to us, and that is a bowrider style bar crusher, this BR615. Like all bar crusher hulls, that Gen 2 hull rides beautifully, and in fact all boats ride beautifully on a day like today, but especially at rest, that ballast tank fills up. You can see it in the cutaway here at emptying, gives you that extra stability as you pull it down onto the chines. For me, this is exactly 50-50 boat. The back half of this boat is set up 100% for serious fishing. The front half of the boat is set up for some serious lounging, but it can be changed into a fishing deck. You'll see again in the cutaways here how that front deck transforms from a circular lounge into a casting deck where the cushions come away, some inserts go in. You can actually put a Minn Kota on a small bracket there, and it opens up that entire front half of the boat to fishing, whether you're throwing lures at snapper down south or long-tailed tuna up north. So if you need a compromise boat to get yourself out on the water, this may be the rig for you. Let's talk about the performance with that 150 horsepower Suzuki on the back. The best economy was 2.3 kilometres per litre burned at 34 kilometres an hour when the boat was doing 3,700 RPM. At top speed, 6,000 RPM, this thing does 66 kilometres an hour, but that economy drops to nearly half, where you only get 1.2 kilometres per litre burn. Now with a big fuel tank in these boats, you have literally hundreds of kilometres of range to play in a weekend away with the family or with your fishing mates. Like all bar crushers, check out the quality of the welds in this boat. They're immaculate. The build quality is great. The guys that designed bar crusher put a lot of thought into making sure that everything is designed well and designed for maximum lifespan and minimum problems. And for me, examples of that are the live bait tank. Gravity drains, all drops out onto the duckboard. There's literally nothing that can go wrong unless the bilge pump, if the bilge pump's working. It pumps water in and all the rest happens naturally. Also the strength and the fit of the rear boarding steps. They fold down. It doesn't matter how big you are, you're never going to break them. They're built in-house and they're built for purpose. There are small examples like that all over a bar crusher, which make me know that they've been designed really well and designed by guys that know boats. So the price, as tested, this boat came in the mid $80,000 range, but you can get into a bow riding bar crusher for around the high $60,000 mark. On Facebook, they're Bar Crusher Boats, and you can like that to get any product updates, latest specials, and where they're going to be at boat shows. But for their full range and all of the specifics about these boats, go to barcrusher.com.au.